Greetings, viewers. Welcome to another Evil strategy session. I am Evil. Today I have a 4v4, a 2v2 on Tarsonis Assault. We have Evil and the ever-fearful Kevin going up against Eden P and Nathiel. As a special treat, we have the ever-fearful Kevin online. Say hello.
Hello.
Alright, there we go. So at 3 minutes in, we're still checking things out here just to give a kind of brief update. Nathiel has shot a probe over. He and Kevin have been dancing around each other with these probes. Which, as you can see, I mean, his shields are taking some hits there, so Kevin has one of his probes on attack. Just kind of keeping an eye on it. Aaron P, is that what I'm looking at here? Eden P, excuse me, sir, has danced his probe around in Evil's base a couple times and kind of checked things out. Not going for a 4-gate warp strategy because he didn't hide that probe and drop down a pylon somewhere. He kind of bailed out. Evil just kind of sensing a little funkiness might be going on by the number of probes they're dancing around, went ahead and went with the second gateway pretty early to defeat any possible cheese, while Kevin continued to go ahead and go with our shared base defense strategy up front. So I'm going to go ahead and kick in. We're just going to go normal speed because this is a pretty short map, surprisingly enough. So I will again politely mock Nathiel. He's got his pylon and a forge way up front. And actually, Evil, I'm going to change the view to Evil only. Yep, if Eden P had not sent his probe back to his home base, Evil would not have seen that pylon and forge so far out, and that just became a later attack. So here we go, 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Here comes some pylons warping into Kevin's base.
Yeah, I was worried about our front door and did not notice at first that he was going with the cheese. It's a good thing that Evil had his zealots on the standby. I did notice it in time, and he was able to send them over and help me out.
I think the exact words were, oh crap, he's going cheese. And so Kevin does the appropriate response, right? Yeah, pulls off all of his probes, and again, I'm going to make fun of the AI. I mean, the probes can't go around to the other side and do some killing. Evil brings in his zealots. They had originally been sent over to attack that forge, but 2 zealots pulled back pretty easy. Checking the resources out, so Eden P is flush with resources, 750 right now, whereas Nathiel is, he's sucking wind. He's trying to get resources, so this is great. Dude, cancel your cannons. There ain't no way they're going to come out. So meanwhile, down here at 4 minutes and 48 seconds, Evil is attacking this forge and just going to town on it with a single zealot. So taking a look at Nathiel's base, he has probes. Okay, that was easy. Taking a look over here at Eden P's base, he's finally putting down a second gateway. Meanwhile, Evil has 2 gateways, cranking it out, and is in fact supply locked at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Go Evil. Takes out that last pylon in Kevin's base, leaving Kevin flush to do what he needs to do. Evil manages to take out that forge, and off to the races. Let's see, here we go. Eden P at 5:42 throws down a cybernetics core. It's the absolute right response. He's going to need to go ahead and take out, excuse me, he's going to absolutely have to take out the zealots, and best way to do that is range. So let's see. Nathiel now trying to slap down his next forge. Evil sees it, runs right past it. And I know exactly what I want to do at this point. I want those probes. Again, Nathiel does the exact correct response and throws all his probes around Evil. But that cuts his mining down to zilch. He has next to no resources anyway. He's got 30 resources. And let's take a look at Kevin's front door here. So Kevin's got a good front door. At this point, Evil has, I think... Do I have my... no, I don't even have my my gateways aimed over yet. I'm still manually bringing over zealots. Eden P is forced to continue to bring over zealots to defend Nathiel. I mean, Kevin, I know we don't really like the strategy, but I gotta admit, it's a good strategy. It's the same thing we do in some ways of one person goes... harass, sure. The other person builds up. I can see it.
I think the flaw in their execution was where his forge was. I mean, you were able to take it out without even going anywhere near the bases, and he had no protection near that forge. So, once you took that out, he couldn't build cannons for defense, and he had to pretty much start from scratch.
Yeah.
And
I was definitely able to get in and jack him around a bit.
Yeah, and the other key, I think, was that you switched focus, and you kind of left him alone. He's rebuilding, and rather than let the turquoise opponent, rather than let Eden P build up, you were quick to switch your focus to him. That way, no one could get too strong.
So here we go. We're 8 minutes 13 seconds. Evil and Eden P have been zealot battling it out. Evil does have his gateways finally triggered over there to move. At some point, I'm going to go ahead and bring over a probe and start doing a slightly closer build. I don't even think I pump out a single zealot from those gateways that I build later on. So here we go at 8:40. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Pops that one zealot real nice and easy. I'm just making the assumption there are going to be cannons in the other person's base, in Nathile's base. So yeah, like you say, switch focus. And I see the cybernetic score, and I think there were a few choice curse words at the time. But as soon as I go ahead and take that pylon out, boom, supply lock. Love it. So yeah, whatever you got coming out is coming out. And there's that stalker, but I'm thinking, you know what, just go ahead and hit these pylons, shut stuff down, and he ain't bringing anything back in. Meanwhile, what's Kevin doing? Let's see, I see an expansion coming up here at 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what was going on. I was focusing on the base, so I decided to slap in the expansion just in case we had an extended fight, that we'd have some more gas and minerals coming in, especially gas, because I was planning on going air very soon.
Yep, alright, Evil manages to take out that last pylon over here, shuts everything of Eden P's down. He's in a supply lock, no less, and just swings around for the probe attack. So, Eden P doesn't react. He's not pulling his probes out. He's not moving. I don't know if he's given up, per se. I don't know if he's quit, but for him, this match is not by any means over. He's still trying to build pylons down here so he can bring in more troops. Evil's troops are coming in. Sure enough, there's my pylon right down there. 10.5 minutes. I got my pylon in the lower right-hand corner. Oh, let's see. Nathile putting down a gateway. I mean, what were you supposed to do? Give up? No, never. Oh my, now I didn't see this, but Eden P has a ton of pylons. 3 pylons built up to the north shore here. So, you know, granted I've taken out a lot of his probes, so no worry about supply lock. Let's see, at this point I believe I go check, does he have photon cannons? And sure enough, I'm going to find out at 11 minutes and 20 seconds that he does, after a quick stop to take out this pylon. Taking a look at Kevin's base, his income is marginally better than ours. He's doing pretty good. Resource-wise, we're all still kind of in the right area. Pumping it out. Let's see. I thought I saw. Yep, sure enough, there are 2 stargates right there. First void ray is going out. At this point, we're kind of, well, what do we do? You know, I'm trying to finish taking out Eden P while Kevin is going ahead and sneaks that first void ray around. I had checked, and sure enough, there was a photon cannon up front. Nathile's trying to go stargate there. I see him slap it down right up front. Okay, now Kevin grabs control of your void ray there and drills it down on the nexus in the lower left.
Actually, the void ray wasn't part of the plan. The void ray was a on-the-fly thing. Usually would go carriers, but I thought, you know what, void rays are quicker and they're not as advanced as they should be. They probably don't have air defenses, so if I can sneak them around, that should do the damage. And
sure enough, it did. Nathile sees the writing on the wall, leaves the game. Eden P isn't too far behind him, so just take a quick look at the very end here. In terms of resources, now that both players have left the game, the Op4 had 2,100 minerals left in reserve. 2,100 minerals, that's pretty much all Eden P's minerals in the beginning, but that really kind of hurts. I guess the strategy in this one is definitely once you see something coming at you, adaptability is the most important key. And normally I would not go for that second gateway that fast, nor would I even bother speeding out zealots. I mean, I'm going to save my chrono boost for probes or for research, but as soon as those probes kept dancing around, I just had a feeling something was off. And Kevin spotting the pylons and shouting out that we had cheese and some other invectives was a big help. So, Kevin, any final thoughts on this game?
No, other than it worked out well, and I think that our adapting our strategy was the key.
So, I can't preach this too much because I can't follow it too much, but stay calm, and you can go ahead and defeat a lot of stuff. And pulling those probes off, Kevin, just to weaken those cannons. Actually, you popped one cannon, if I remember right, and then my zealots came in and popped the other cannon. So, well, thanks for watching this evil strategy session. I hope you guys learned something, and until we meet on the field of battle, stay evil.